Today we're going to talk about how to optimize your skin. Now in the clinic, we help people work through so many different kinds of issues with their skin. People struggle with conditions like hives, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, dermatitis, and acne. Some issues are fairly straightforward to address, and some are multi-layered. They're more complex and they take time to correct. The skin, or the epidermis, is our largest organ. It protects us from the elements and from external pathogens. It's also acting as a filter, releasing heat and toxins through our sweat glands. Now, in Chinese medicine, skin issues are viewed as something that would be an external manifestation of something going on internally. We pay close attention to the digestive system, the immune system, and the lungs and respiratory system. There are many reasons for skin issues, but some of the main causes we see in the clinic are poor diet, immune distress, hormone dysregulation, and of course, lifestyle factors like our stress levels or our sleep habits. There are many different medications, allergies, chemical exposure, or other environmental irritants that can also cause problems for people. That's very common. Now, there are a lot of different conventional treatments for these kinds of conditions. Things like external creams, pharmaceutical drugs like antibiotics, or even injectable medications like antihistamines, steroids, or even immunosuppressants in severe cases that result from, say, an autoimmune condition. Now, many of these medications have side effects, and while they are effective, they can cause toxic buildup in your body. Also, many of these treatments are what we call symptom-based. They treat symptoms rather than root cause-based, and therefore they typically only offer temporary relief for people, which doesn't really address the root. In Chinese medicine, we are always trying to address the root of an issue so that it resolves. Beyond what we do in our clinic with acupuncture and Chinese herbal therapy, here are a few tips to keep your skin feeling really healthy and glowing. So number one, address your food and nutrition. This is absolutely hands down the number one thing that we look at immediately when it comes to skin problems, because our gut health is so crucial to skin health. When we have dysbiosis in the gut, an imbalance of some kind, we get inflammation in the digestive tract, and that causes a cascade of events that leads to skin issues. Remember, the skin acts as a giant filter for toxins. In general, and this might not apply to everybody, but in general, dairy and sugar are almost always aggravators for skin conditions. It's something that we have almost every patient eliminate from their diet, and they often see immediate improvements with their skin. Other foods to avoid with skin issues: alcohol, caffeine, processed foods, and of course, deep fried, greasy foods. That just is an instant recipe for skin issues. You may also be dealing with specific food sensitivities, and the most common inflammatory foods are corn, gluten, soy, eggs, and as we talked about before, dairy. These foods can cause further inflammation to your system. Tip number two, stay hydrated. We often undervalue this very straightforward strategy and health habit. Simply put, adequate hydration is absolutely necessary for the body to be able to flush out toxins. Otherwise, you have an accumulation of these toxins that can cause irritation and inflammation, which can manifest externally on the skin. Aim for drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water. So, for example, if you weigh 140 pounds, aim to drink 70 ounces of water a day. This is going to be so beneficial for your skin. Tip number three, look for potential underlying causes for skin issues. Now, as we talked about, one of the primary underlying causes of skin issues has to do with the health of our gut microbiome and our digestive tract. Hormones can also influence the skin. And if skin issues are cyclical for women, this is a clue that they may have hormone-based issues. Another underlying cause could be latent or low-level infections in the body or autoimmune activity. Both of these situations tax the immune system, which lowers your cellular energy, reducing your ability to excrete toxins, and then making you more susceptible to skin issues overall. Our last tip number 4, is to manage stress and sleep. Now, this might seem obvious, Stress and sleep are two major factors to having healthy skin. First, stress is known to aggravate conditions like psoriasis, rosacea, and eczema, and we've probably all experienced stress-induced acne at some point in our lives. High stress is also known to cause hives in some people. Second, we underestimate the importance of rest and recovery in the way of quality sleep. Sleep is our repair time, and during sleep, our cortisol levels fall, which helps the repair of the daytime skin damage that happens every day. It's also when the body makes more collagen and human growth hormone levels are higher, so that both of these things are contributing to the strengthening of skin and then also reducing the damage done during the day. We pay close attention to the skin because it's a sign of what's going on inside of our body. It's important to tune into that so that you can listen to what your body's telling you. The project is you.